Okay, well, on today's episode, we're going to be talking about pet peeves. Things that just get on your nerves.
Okay.
Specifically, things that your partner does that may get on your nerves.
Okay.
You know, just those little things. I mean, you love them, but, just
Okay.
little things.
I guess this is going to be a short video because I know you don't have any pet peeves from me, so
Oh, okay.
I don't get on her nerves.
At all.
Mm-mm.
I'm glad you think so highly of yourself, honey. I love you so much. But, there are a few things that, irritate me slightly. And I'm sure there's things that I do that irritate him ever so slightly. I mean, just a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
Just want to jump right into it.
Why not?
Okay.
Why not?
Here we go.
All right.
So, first of all, I want to say we listen and we don't judge.
Okay, we listen and we don't judge. All right. Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to be judging. So, there's this one thing that my husband does, and my oldest son does it too, that just really irritates me with a passion. And it's the fact that they don't stack the Tupperware and the dishes like same size. Like, it really bothers me that you guys don't like stack them up like same size, make it nice and neat, or or things are just thrown into the pantry. I like organization, and I don't always get it, and I get just a little irritated by it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know in my mind, when it comes to that is, we use them and they get dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have to wash them.
Yeah.
And then we have to put them back.
Mm-hmm.
But if I put them back and organize them,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see why we need to do that when I'm going to pull them back out the very next day.
It just needs to be nice and neat. Like each size dish goes with the same size dish, and then you just stack.
But
stack it nice and neat, and it looks orderly and in place.
But it takes a lot of time.
It does not take that much time. It doesn't take that much time.
It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort.
Aha.
Put all that
Aha. Effort. It takes effort.
and time.
Yes.
After you worked all day and you're washing dishes and it's 8, 9 o'clock at night and I'm supposed to stack all that and make it nice and neat.
Mm-hmm.
Only to get up the very next day and do it all over again.
So what?
I'm tired. I just want to wash these dishes and get them clean so I can use them the very next day.
But then when they're all stacked crazy, you're trying to get to this one dish and you can't because stuff is stacked on top of it.
But the ones that stacked on top is the ones that we use every day.
But I can't get to that one dish that's stacked inside that. You know what? Never mind.
You can. You can get there. You can get there.
And then all the dishes are going to tumble. And then the kids wake up and then here we are. And I'm frustrated because I had to dig to get to this one dish. And if it was just stacked the way it should be, I wouldn't have to go through all of that.
Okay.
I'm just saying, we listen and we don't judge.
You're right. Okay. Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Okay. So, pet peeve that I have from you is that you like to wash all your clothes and then you take all your clothes and you put them in your hamper and then you put them by your side of the bed and they sit there,
Mm-hmm.
and they sit there,
Mm-hmm.
and they sit there.
Mm-hmm.
They don't get folded and like put away.
I mean, they do eventually.
When is that? Like next month? 2 months?
Yeah, give or take. I knew that bothered you. I knew it. I knew it bothered you, but you never say anything. You never say one word about it. Like, girl, just fold your clothes, girl. You never say anything about it. My clothes just sit there.
Yeah.
And then it's not just my clothes, it's me and the baby's
Oh God,
clothes.
yes.
It's me and the baby's
Yep.
clothes.
It's a big pile of clothes over there.
You know, yeah, big
Big
pile.
pile.
It just sits in
They
there.
never get folded. They just use it over.
They
They
do
dress.
get folded.
They use the clothes and they wash them again.
They do get folded.
When?
Like, I just folded a whole gang of clothes the other night. I folded and put them away.
Mm.
Me and the baby's clothes.
Okay.
I folded them and put them away.
Okay. Okay.
But I mean, hey, it is what it is. I'm probably not gonna. I always have good intentions, guys. I have good intentions to wash, dry, and fold in the same day. And here's the crazy part. I make my son do that to his clothes. He's got to wash, dry, and fold his clothes in the same day. I give him a hard time about it. But me, it's my house. Do what I want to do.
Oh my God! You gotta set an example. Gotta set a good example. Gotta do it. But I'm not knocking you because I do somewhat of the same thing. Wash my clothes, dry them, and then it takes a while for me to fold them.
And at least they're not on your side of the room. They are on my side. I
They
just
are.
try to keep them off to the side. I try to keep my big pile nice and neat in one space. I do try to. Sometimes it's 2 baskets, but hey,
Yep.
My other pet peeve is I don't like when all of your hair be all in the, in the sink. We have double sinks now, so it's not a huge issue like it was when we had, to share one sink. So you have your side and I have my own side. So that's been helpful. But like, especially when you had the long beard and the beard hair.
See?
The beard hair.
Yes.
Everywhere.
And then that was one of the reasons why
Yeah.
I decided to cut my beard. Because there was a lot of hair that was getting in the sink and getting into the shower drain and all that kind of stuff.
I had to buy one of those little drain things, that, like the hair catchers, put there to catch the hair.
Yeah, that's the dark side of having a beard that nobody talks about.
Not the dark side.
Yeah, you see the nice little beard, but there's a lot that comes with it. A lot of stuff that come with it. And that was one of them, getting hair in the drains and all that stuff. So I do understand. I understand that part, So I know it's not that bad now.
No, it's not that bad now. It's better.
Yeah.
But yeah, this hair be everywhere. It just be everywhere. Just not in the sink, be in the bathtub. I'm like, your hair just be everywhere. I'm like, where is all this hair coming from? It's just hair everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My turn?
It is your turn. Okay.
All right. Another pet peeve I have from you is you decide to wash the dishes. Put water in the sink, put dishes in the sink. You wash half of the dishes. Then you walk away. You never come back. I'm trying to figure out, why do you do that? Like, it just, the water's cold now and the sink is just full of greasy water and
I know.
greasy residue all on the side of the sink, and the plates are just in there just soaking in grease, and you got.
Sir, you do that
The
too.
only reason I do that is because we have an air fryer, and
Overnight.
because the grease is now, caked up on there, and I let it sit in the water so that it can, run off, and I'm able to scrub it off with no problem.
Baking soda, vinegar, hot water.
Hot water and done.
Baking soda, vinegar, hot water, and Dawn. And it'll come off right then. You don't have to let it soak.
I didn't have that at first. You just started doing that,
I did
so I let it soak.
overnight. And then when you get up the next morning, the water's all nasty and greasy. And I gotta stick my hand in it to let it out. And then I gotta wash the sink out because all that grease is on the side.
I was gonna do it. I mean, you didn't. I appreciate you doing it, but
Just like I was gonna come back to them dishes.
Oh, she wasn't.
I was gonna come back to the dishes.
When?
It don't matter. I told you I was gonna handle it.
It
I
matters.
tell you, I got that. I'm gonna come back to it. It's gonna get done. Nobody asked you to come
No.
and get in my situation. I started the dishes. My plan is to finish them on my time.
But man, it wasn't even a lot of dishes that be in there. You just
And when is this happening? Is this happening in the morning time or nighttime? Because
Both.
morning time, there's a lot going on in the morning.
Yes.
So sometimes I'm trying to start stuff before I hear our baby toddler, boss baby, wake up. And when he wakes up, then
Yeah.
I'll come back to the
yeah.
dishes. I have to get him up, get him dressed, feed him while he yelling and doing whatever he's doing. I'm going to get back to the dishes though. Let me get back to it.
Okay. Happens a lot though. But that was one of them. That was one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any more? Got any more?
Not
I feel like you got more in your heart.
Not right now.
No, not
Unless
right now.
you got one.
No, I don't have another one on my heart. I think.
You don't have one on your heart?
No.
No.
Should I?
I'm just asking.
Okay. I felt like that was very cathartic. That was very therapeutic. I enjoyed that. I'm glad I got that off my chest.
Yeah. And then we got another one where you like to.
Oh wait, I thought you were done.
Huh?
Continue.
What?
Go ahead, sweetie. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. You thought of
It's kind of
one.
therapeutic for me now when I got started.
Okay, keep going.
Okay. No, I'll just do one more. I'll leave it alone.
Oh, you have more than one more? Come on, load them
No.
off, load them off, load them off, load them off. What's on your heart?
Oh man, this is. I don't know. We buy salmon, okay? Salmon. Don't think you know where I'm going with this.
I do know where you're going with it.
All right. So we buy a fillet of salmon. It's nice, it's pretty, but I have a certain way that I like to cook the salmon, and my wife, she don't cook it the same way I do.
I do not.
So, and it's just one thing. It's one thing. It's not even it's not the seasoning. It's not any of that. It's just when you have the fillet, I prefer that you cut it up.
And I like to cook it whole.
Yes. She cooks it whole. It just throws everything off, You cook the salmon, and then when you don't cut it, it's all flaky when you try to cut it and separate it to spread it out to the family. But when you just cut it at the beginning, you got these nice pieces of salmon for each and every one of the family.
But you cook it whole, you can just like slice a little piece off here, slice a little piece.
Then it's all
off
flaky.
there. It's gonna flake anyway.
No, it's not.
It's gonna flake anyway when
And
you
then,
eat it.
Then when you cut it up, you can see when the little white stuff on the side drizzle out, and that's when you know the fish is ready.
That's overcooked, man.
It's not overcooked. It's ready. It's done. You can't see that when you cook it whole, you know.
I love cooking it whole, and I know it bothers him.
It does.
That's the thing. I be knowing.
See?
I was like, I know he want me to cut this up, but you know what? Plop. In the oven.
See?
I'm not gonna cut it up.
Every time we buy salmon, there's always two things I do. I cook it the next day, and I make sure I cook it, not her. I get home quick, get home before she do it, cut that thing up real quick and cook it.
Oh, so that's why you do it. You
Yep.
don't just get it out
Nope,
the way.
I'm not giving you a chance. Nope.
Not even when I buy the smaller fillets or the smaller, you know, like the $12 ones from Kroger. I don't cut those up either. They're like that.
But the
that
same thing, you
big.
try to cut it up and separate it, you know, it's all flaky and stuff. You can at least get 2 to 3 pieces out of it.
Okay. I guess so. That is hilarious to me. That really bothers you. Oh man, that's been on your heart.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, I'm so glad you got that off your chest.
I'm glad too.
You feel better?
Maybe.
So, now that we've got all of our grievances out of the way, so what do we do about them? You know, now that we know what each other's pet peeves are they problematic? Are they things that are like just gonna ruin our relationship if they stay pet peeves?
I don't think so. I think, you know, it's just good to know what ticks your spouse off. What drives them up the wall. So, you know, again, you have a decision, you know. You know not to do that because you'll make them mad or something they don't like or they'll get irritated by it. Or, you know, you just like, well, it makes more sense to do this right now.
Yeah.
But but it's good to know your spouse's pet peeve, so you can work to try to not do that.
Yeah, like I know I'm never gonna have a nice, neat, you know, spice cabinet. You know, no matter how hard I try to put all the things together, it's not gonna happen. I mean, it's just not gonna happen. You know, or the colander is never gonna go in the place that I would put it. I literally have to say to myself, where would Jay put it? And that's where I look.
I've been putting it in the right place. It goes in that cabinet over here and not over there by the walkway on the...
It goes in the cabinet near the glasses by the sink on the left side, not on the right side.
Exactly. That's where it is right now.
Okay.
You can go check after this video.
I literally have to say, where would Jay put it? And that's where I go, and I'm usually right. And that's pretty sad.
It's not sad. You just know your spouse. Just know your spouse.
I guess so. I guess you can
To
look
me,
at
it makes sense to put it on the other side, but you know.
I guess so. We all have our own little quirks and things, and you know, I just got to deal with it. I'll never have an organized. Things will never be organized the way I want them to be. Because I have, you know, my wonderful spouse here and my son. They're just not going to do it. So I have to learn to be okay with it. And I always think about my mom when certain things happen. Her famous thing that she's been saying lately is, there's a door. You can just close the door. You don't even have to look at it. It's like, you know what? You are so right. Just close the door. So I close the door and I'm like, okay. There, that's my organization. That's my neatness.
It's my neatness.
Yeah.
Close the door.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Hey man, whatever
Hey,
works, I
man. You
guess.
know, whatever works. Cut up the salmon. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Um,
We're still on that, but okay,
I
okay.
am, man.
I mean,
It makes a difference, man. It makes a difference.
you know why I don't cut up the salmon?
Why?
Because it's hard for me to cut up the salmon. It's hard for me to cut up the salmon. That's why I don't cut the salmon. Okay?
So,
That's really why I don't cut it. It's just easier to just cook it whole. And then if I need to cut it, then I can. But I can't cut the salmon. Okay? That's why I don't cut it.
because it's hard.
Yes.
So, what I do is I find a spot where I want to cut it and I slice through it. And then right there where it gets to that skin, because that's the hardest part, is cut with a knife. So, I get the scissors and I cut the skin.
Oh, okay.
So, I just cut through the meat and then I cut the skin.
Okay. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for that helpful tip.
No problem.
I'll do that next time.
No problem.
If I get a chance to.
If you get a chance.
If I get a chance to cook it before you do.
And hey, you know, when we have a slow day in the house, maybe you can show me how you want the cabinets to look.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Look at us compromising it.
yeah,
Come
see,
on.
that's what it's all
In
about.
real time.
In real time,
In
you know?
real time. Okay.
Yeah, you know. Will I do it every time? Probably not.
No.
But, you know, one day it'll be in the back of my mind like, oh yeah, she does like it like this. Let me just stop and just fix this one.
That's so thoughtful. It's all about being thoughtful and thinking of the other person.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that a lot. Great.
yeah. We're growing.
We are growing. We're growing
Mm-hmm.
together.
Together.
So that ends this week's episode. I would love to hear what you guys' pet peeves are. What are some things that you and your partner may be going back and forth about? I would love to hear it in the comments. So write something in the comments, talk back to us. We would love to hear from you. And don't forget to like.
Share and subscribe.
Yep, absolutely.
Yes. And again, thank you guys for always checking in and tuning in to these episodes. We really, really do appreciate it. We really do appreciate it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Peace.